And they go. Ursa needs a basic amount of farm. BKB, Blink Dagger, whatever sort of build we're talking. Cap, Zhao Tuli gonna get picked off. First blood at top. Lead with the disable here. If he sticks in the jungle, he's gonna buy himself a lot of time here. Giving himself a little bit of vision here. The ultimate going down. Here comes the clockwork. He's gonna tear up the Shadow Shaman. There goes one. Now the next one coming in. Rubik trying to get the wisp. Now they're gonna come back. Kill Ursa, actually not even needed. Clockwork tears him apart. Now In July is on the backside trying to get away. 5-1. A 1-for-3 exchange. LGD China, beautiful response. Knew exactly what was going on. They've got mana boots galore. They can just siege down these towers, no problem. Surge leading in. They're going to try and pick off the Shadow Shaman before he can get off wards off. He gets a double trap. Phase boots getting out. Now we're going to see Yao get away as well. He's through some of the wards. Wards is actually stolen and thrown down as well. And between the wall and the ward battle, we're just going to see a 1-for-1 trade. Both sets of wards being cleaned. Zhao Tuli looks like Dreamtime just being cleaned up by LGD China. Picking up 3 heroes. Now going to turn this into a tier 2 as well.
Has fallen.
This early on, 13, 14 minutes to have this lead, because it's only going to grow. It's only going to grow. It's going to get worse and worse exponentially. They start taking some of the big tier 3 towers and picking off more heroes. Zhao Tuli on the chop and block. He's going to fall. Nice little initiation there by Yao and DD. Ward trap, not quite hitting the mark, and Pugna blows himself up from the Pugna ward.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh, Shadow Shaman, mistakes were made, my friend. Mistakes were made.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
He blew like 600 mana. Pugna has a maxed out ward.
Dire's structures
High mana cost,
fortified.
low HP pool.
Dire's top
Yeah,
barracks
not
are
really
under
what you
attack.
want to go up against when it comes to a Pugna.
Dire's top barracks
And
has fallen.
DDC seems to be shuddering around here. I don't know what he's doing, but Zhao Tuli is going to get picked off, as well as there. The rest of the team trying to come in from behind. The wall is thrown in on the side, but unfortunately just not that effective.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Meanwhile,
under
Rabbit
attack.
being held in place while the Force Spear kind of tearing him apart. He's going to dive. He's going to dive. No problem. Picks off the Shadow Shaman. He may eventually go down now. Darkseer giving up the chase. And 15.5 minute GG call. Huzzah! Position, farming up in the aggro try, and Slark in the safe lane. That's what I'm hoping we're going to see. Either that or it's actually a Leshrac core. Rabbit in a little bit of trouble here. Support's not yet in lane. He may go down because of this. Void is not yet up, but Thunderstrike and an auto attack will secure first blood to Bottle Crow. Because that Templar Assassin is really going to need it. Top, a little bit of action. They're trying to go on Rabbit here, but now it's being turned, and In July's in some serious trouble. He's going to need to eat through these trees to be able to get out. He's actually going to try and contest. He gets the kill on Shadow Demon. And now he's potioning up. He may get away from this. Flame Breath, not up. 15 mana until he has that one. And it doesn't look like the mid is rotating. We're going to have a rotation here. Actually, Shadow Demon's coming back into play to avenge his own death. Deny will get it. Neutral, snagging the kill. Very nice. I can't believe that Nightstalker was able to pick up the Shadow Demon like that and still get out. Unbelievable. They're actually going to go on Rabbit now. They're going to try and turn this a little bit. I don't think they can really dive this tower. Rabbit's just a little bit too tanky. Disruptor, not quite strong enough. He's going to glimpse back, but here comes the teleports. They may be out of position. Leshrac trying to lead with the stun, missing the impale, but he's just doing that AoE damage. Flame Breath will clean him up. Now Dreamy U. Next on the block, he's going to go down. Cap. Impale up in 1 second. He needs to be able to dodge this. Great dodge just in time. Making sure that Yao can't hit that extra stun. Now Air going to come in with the haste rune. Now he's going to have his opportunity to turn this around on Yao. Edict going to start going out. They're going to try and disrupt to save him. Disruption. Oh no, he didn't throw it on Leshrac. He threw it on the TA instead. Very, very late on the hit there. Main Maul bottom. Doom in a little bit of trouble. In July chasing him down. They're trying to hit that Void. Needs to be able to slow him down. That way Zhao to lead. There we go. He was nicely done. Zhao was just kind of baiting out, forcing him to use Void. That way you can get rid of the mini stun air soon. That's going to get him a lot of control here. DD in some serious trouble. He could get Glimpse back here, but it's just going to be auto attacks as July comes in, waiting for the spike carapace to go down. But now Yao's here. Send him back and go for DD. Double damage is actually going to go on Cap. He's going to fall here, but so will DD, or at least he should. He actually gets to the Leshrac for safety. Now they're going to turn on Zhao 8, but he's pretty tanky. Finally, Cap. Disruptor does fall eventually to the Doom. Slark, Zhao Tuli missing the leap on Leshrac, and this could be fatal. Disruption is actually going to do a large amount of damage. They're stuck. They're dealing so much damage to him with the AoE coming out from Leshrac. Shadow Demon with a beautiful disruption. Saves him and almost gets a kill.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Hits about 11 or 12, starts getting some of those stat items. You may see him, in July gets popped at top. You may see him start to rotate over. Try and gank some of these heroes, especially this Leshrac. Really good hero to pop here. Disruption, sending him back with the glimpse. Nice little stun coming out in the air. Looks like he's actually going to fall here. Oh my goodness. Leshrac versus a Templar Assassin. He just gets torn apart. Meanwhile, the Nyx Assassin did fall at bottom due to the Slark and Rubik. Expecting him to go Bloodstone later. Zhao Tuli actually latching on to Yao here. Stun, not going to be able to land, and Yao's just going to get cleaned up. Great disruption. He's going to be able to buy them time. He's still going to fall here in another second. Haste Rune actually going to get him out. Meanwhile, Nyx Assassin, Slark actually does fall to the Nyx. Cleans that one up. Doom actually getting returned on Zhao 8 now. Zhao 8, he's going to fall. Rabbit in a little bit of trouble as well. This is going poorly for LGD China. They need to be able to get out, but now they're going to turn on air. No refraction this time. Static Storm not in time to be able to save the Templar Assassin, but it will clean up the Shadow Demon. Glimpse not going to send him back in a poor position. 2 for 2 trades so far. Smoke of their own comes out. This is going to be 3 running into 4 here, and here comes the turn. Static Storm latching onto the Nyx Assassin. They're going to try and pop 2 here. Shadow Demon barely saving himself, but another Doom comes out. DD's going to fall. Yao turning on the blast, but he's going to need some serious help. Rabbit trying to clean through some of these heroes. Great Breath of Fire, but is it really going to be enough? Rabbit's going to fall now. Yao, you got to get yourself out of here, buddy. This is a failing team fight. Hits a nice little double stun here, but July is going to be able to land the Void here to clean him up shortly. Zhao now turning on Zhao Tuli. And with that Doom, he's going to try and deny himself to Ancients. And Ancients, Dragons, not going to be on time. So pretty bad team fight for LGD China, but at the very least they did shut down the Slark, giving away the Doom to the Rubik in that middle. And Experience Lead going the way of Dreamtime. Nice! Triple stun coming out from Impale. Beautiful play coming out from the Rubik. Now Zhao Tuli's trying to tear up some of these heroes, but they're so damn tanky. LGD China, they're getting away. Scot-free for this one. What was a beautiful initiation. Static Storm doing a little bit of damage here, but we don't have the kinetic field up just yet. Air doing some serious work with his splash, but now he's getting turned on. Doesn't have the refraction. Needs to get out. DD, triple stun coming out from him as well, and now a triple stun coming out from the Leshrac. This is over. LGD China just stomping all over the team fight and going to turn it into a tier 1 just like that. It looked good. It looked good for Dreamtime. Unfortunately, I hear. Nice little double stuns. July coming in from the side, but he's going to get blown up. Zhao Tuli takes a large amount of damage and has to pop that ultimate defensively. Looking for the Static Storm. It lands, but there's no follow-up. No follow-up as the buyback coming out from July. He's going to try and clean up Yao. Yao does fall, but he has the Aegis. Now Cap, he's next in line. Disruptor falls. Disruption going out on July. Now he's trying to get away, but Nighttime has fallen. He has no movement speed. He can't get away from this one. He's going to fall, and Dreamtime have given up on this team fight. With the buyback, Night Stalker going down 2 in a row, and the tower not even going to be denied in time.
Radiant's middle tower
LGD China. The gold lead, and you're not winning these team fights. Disruptor's going to get picked off now. Zhao 8 getting slowed a little bit. They just don't quite have enough disruption going down on the Slark before he can do a whole lot of damage to them. Even the Slark without BKB is just a minimal amount of nukes. He doesn't have the sustainability to get multiple Dark Packs off in team fights. So there, Dreamtime just can't seem to contest it as Shivas goes down. Double heroes locked in the Static Storm, but they're not taking much damage. Now Rabbit turns, pops the BKB, trying to turn on Templar Assassin. He gets blown up. Yao trying to get away. Slark holding him in place. Great disruption coming out from DDC once again, saving the Leshrac's life while allowing him to do a large amount of damage through his AoE, and he has a regeneration. Pop it, gets all his mana back. the item, and if it's past 20 minutes, you don't typically go Vanguard, but still gives them some more tank, and they are going to be pushing into towers, so why not? They're going to try and end this right now. Zhao Tuli using this opportunity to try and steal some of those stats, and he's doing a decent amount of damage with some of his Dark Pack, but he's still going to get blown up. These heroes are just too tanky. Locking 2 into the Static Storm. Rabbit doesn't care. He's got a BKB. And this damage is just not enough. Slark reinitiating now, gonna pop Yao. And this may be their opportunity to finally turn. Air getting some good AoE damage, now bringing DDC back. Force Staff is not gonna be enough as Doom actually goes down on Zhao Tuli, and that's gonna be a wasted Doom. Rubik, did he steal it? He stole it, but he goes down. Air now has to get away. Shiva's trying to lock some of these heroes in place. But it looks like they will be able to get out and maybe turn this with some teleports. Yao is already back into play now. They're going to try and pop this. Rax, nice triple stun coming out from DD. Another great impale. In July, he's trying to stop them, but it's just too much. They can't do enough damage to clear through all of this health. They're forced back a time and time again. Wave after wave of DT just comes crashing up against LGD shields. And a range Rax and a melee Rax gonna fall. Roshan's gonna be up. They don't want to give this one away. And maybe this is the opportunity DT finally needs, but a disruption's gonna stop that. Zhao getting away. The Urn trying to tear him apart. Actually, Glimpse is gonna be able to send him back. And they should finally get that last hit, but it's gonna cost Dreamtime a lot. Yao cleaning up the Night Stalker. Now gonna go for nice stun coming out from the Rubik, but it's not enough to get you away from Yao, my friend. Another Force Staff is up, gets in front of him, claims the kill. Disruption, holding Zhao Tuli in place. DDC needs to be careful here. Stun coming out on Air. They're going to try and tear him apart. Great Static Storm coming out from the Disruptor, but again, it just doesn't do that much. Rabbit finally popping his BKB, trying to get away from the Slark. Air going to get torn up with no refraction charges. Oh, he barely gets it off, but it doesn't matter. If he'd only been able to meld, maybe. And GG is called in July. Dreamtime tap out yet again early in Zhao 8. Just for good measure, throws another Doom on the creep.